In the last few months, some friends introduced me to a psychic medium they had exciting and beneficial readings with, Danny. I had a reading with her too, with questions around my newfound ability to communicate with other people's spirit guides, with their permission, of course. You might wonder why I'd want a reading when someone talking to my spirit guides when I can routinely do that myself. If you get right down to it, all answers are inside us already. But other people's readings offer different and unique perspectives. They come at it from a different angle. They can sort of turbocharge our self-discovery if we're open to that. Anyway, fresh off the inspiration of illuminating a couple of new shadow issues of mine, I shared those in the last couple of shines, those issues being a drive to be the best and a tendency to insist that I know best. I wanted to ask my guides to reveal another shadow of mine that I'm not seeing. A shadow, if you recall, is something about me that I am uniquely blind to. A big clue that points to what that thing is when I'm triggered by some outside behavior. You overreact and point the finger of blame of the odious conduct at something or someone outside of you, instead of looking at how you manifest it yourself. You're projecting your own guilt away from you so you can blame somebody else for something you don't want to see. That's a part of you as well. We're not bothered by things we ourselves have no trouble with. So you may know I've begun writing a book about lessons learned on my spiritual journey. I wanted to ask Danny two things. Number one, give me one shadow issue that could benefit me to realize. Then number two, to get some quick answers, just this once, to help me get going in the right direction on the book by honing my book's reader profile, core message, and reader promise. Then I vow that I'll do the writing without bugging you too much. Two things I know about guidance. First, guides are not in the business of giving you definitive answers you're meant to find out and learn about by yourself. Hello, that's why we're here. And second, they like to be bugged. They can't help you if you don't ask. I first asked Danny about the shadow issue. She said the word trust kept coming up, that I'm missing something when I have expectations, then don't get what I expect, then I'm put on a path of frustration. Well, I got my hackles up immediately. Can you say trigger? I said, I know about expectations and how counterproductive they are. I know the value is in the journey. I just need their help this once with these 3 definitions so I don't go charging down the wrong road. The guide said that when I go in with expectations of what should happen and what I should do, I'm missing what Spirit is laying out in front of me because it's not the way I think it should look. They asked if I set my expectation to allow what comes through Spirit, then I won't lose sight of what I'm doing. Have an open slate, allow it to come through without judging it. I could feel my face get hotter and my breathing get shallower and my chest get tighter. A definite overreaction to the wonderful advice they were giving me. Oh my gosh. They said my shadow was trust, and I was illustrating for myself the point they were making. I huffily said, well, maybe if they're not going to help me, I should just give it up. I knew I sounded like a petulant 5-year-old. How embarrassing to have a witness to my ridiculous tantrum. I calmed down and continued to type notes as Danny relayed their message. In reading through those notes afterward, they gave beautiful, compassionate help. She described a specific guide who would help me with the book and that I should connect with him for a few minutes before each writing session. He's been wonderful, and wouldn't you know, in my first session with him, he did just give me the core message for the book. Want to hear it? It was a surprise to me. You are here to have fun creating and experiencing love in all forms. It's perfect. Where else in this world are we encouraged to leave behind the misery and problems of mass consciousness? We can indeed create our own experience, regardless of the permeating fears of this world. And yes, we are here to live love. We are here to shine that divine.